That's the reality of where we are.
Stephen A., do you agree with Steve Kerr?
He's absolutely right. When you have a superstar like Steph Curry descending from his prime, still great, still phenomenal as far as I'm concerned, you don't waste his years. This is a once-in-a-generation kind of player. You take full advantage at every turn. Not to say they haven't already. They've been to 6 NBA Finals, won 4 NBA championships. But you go for it every chance you get because you have Steph Curry. You owe him that. You owe yourself that because you ain't going to find another like him.
I agree. Steve Kerr is known to be frank, but still, Perk, it's rare to hear a head coach speak in those terms where essentially he's saying, yeah, we're going to have to take a look at kind of everyone that's not named Steph Curry.
Is that the same Steve Kerr that after the Oklahoma City game said that this is not a mirage, right? When they got the win?
Last game, yeah, their best win of the season, probably.
Oh, okay, when he was talking about the great start. But anyway, here we are, right? But as a player, it's hard. As a guy that went through it twice, being traded at the deadline, it's hard to walk up in that facility and put on the jersey or that arena and give it your all. You're still human, and I get it. People gonna say it's a business, and it is a business. You got to be a professional best way you can. But if you're on that roster right now, you still try to make the best of auditioning so that you could at least continue to play with greatness in Steph Curry.
And I think they're used to that because a lot of people doubted their ability going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they surprised and shocked quite a number of people. For me, I think it's finally a departure from what we have known for so long with Golden State, strength in numbers. They've tried that. Remember, they started off the season saying we're going to have this 13-man rotation. Now, I know they dealt with the injury bug here with Kuminga and Draymond Green, but now I think what you have said matters most. Steph needs a certified number 2. They've been searching. They have not yet to find it. So I think they're going to look elsewhere.
I don't know if Jimmy Butler's the answer to that for the Warriors. I think he's more of an answer for the Suns. But I don't blame the Warriors and Steve Kerr for acknowledging we got to do something.
Oh, it's
you
real.
got
You got to help him out.
You got to do something.
That's going to be something they're going to have to look for between now and next week. But we have to savor a matchup between legends. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry facing off right after this.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And in part by Disney Cruise Line, where magic meets the sea.
BK Melts, wanna warm up? This shirt helps. Classic bacon, shroom, and Swiss. BK Melts season is tasty bliss. BK, have it your way.
Families eat a lot. Good thing there's Dash Pass. Order groceries with Dash Pass and get $0 delivery fees on your order. So while you may feel like you're stocking the pantry 8 days a week, your wallet doesn't. Save more on groceries with Dash Pass. Start your free 30-day trial.
TaxAct doesn't expect you to have all the answers. That's why we've got experts on hand who do. Well, the answers to tax stuff. Not like if aliens are real or how to get washboard abs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
We about to level. We about to level.
The next icon of vacations, Star of the Seas. Book today.
In case you didn't know, these young men are driven, quite remarkable, magnificent, and unmistakable. These are the prodigies, the savants, the ones we've been waiting for. And they are not asking for you to pass the baton. They are methodically planning the perfect moment to take it. The new generation of Toyota drivers are here. They want you to know one thing. You can't stop my...
They call me Stacey. They call me Hef. They call me Jay. That's on my name. That's on my name. That's on my name. That's on my name.
Chunky is spicy, and it's good to be spicy. I'm talking hunks of fiery, delicious protein. Oh, is it hot in here? Or is it just chunky? Soup that eats like a meal.
With new McValue at McDonald's, you can buy one and add one for $1. Enjoy meal deals and treat yourself to deals in the app. There's always ways to save, all day, every day. Get more than you expect with new McValue.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturize with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Ooh, can you get my bag?
NBA Friday is presented by State Farm. As we welcome you to San Francisco for a matchup of two Western Conference playoff hopefuls featuring two of the greatest players of all time as the Golden State Warriors host the Phoenix Suns at Chase Center, home to the All-Star Game in 2 weeks. Former teammates who won 2 NBA titles together and Olympic gold, Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, reunite as opponents in an important game for both teams trying to climb the standings and avoid the play-in tournament. Just 4 games in the loss column separate 4 from 11 after a big Denver win on the road in Philadelphia, which you just saw here on ESPN. Dallas loses, so technically Phoenix right now ahead of the Mavs in the standings in the 8th spot. Dave Pack, Bob Myers. We'll check in with George Sedano here in a little bit. Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are 2 of the oldest players in the NBA, Bob, but they're still 2 of the best, and you know them well. You're around both guys day in, day out for many years. What makes them special?
Dave, for one, they love playing the game of basketball. They respect the game of basketball. More important than that, they do the work. You see the game, you turn it on, you go to a game, you see the talent. Behind the scenes, these guys are practicing their craft before practice, after practice, and this is the result. To be able to do it this well at this age, efficiently putting up huge numbers. This guy, Steph Curry, big win the other night here against Oklahoma City. He's always been able to do this. That mid-range, the shot has never left him. It probably never will. The three-point shot there, you cannot get behind him. You can't go under him. And he's the weapon. He's the engine for this Golden State Warriors team. And then Kevin Durant, a little bit older than Curry, not by much. Still able to get up, still able to do that. But this is his bread and butter right here. This mid-range shot, one of the most unstoppable shots in the game of basketball. He's led the league for the last 5 years. Doing it should be a tremendous matchup. Appreciate what we're seeing tonight, Dave, because we're not going to get to see these two battle too much longer. So enjoy it. I certainly will.
Here's 17 for Durant, 16 for Curry, both 36 years of age. Our starting lineups brought to you by Icy Hot. The Suns at 24 and 22. They have a new starting center as of 2 weeks ago. They acquired Nick Richards from Charlotte. And so Yusuf Nurkic out of the rotation. Tyus Jones will start on Steph Curry. A new starter at center for the Warriors as of last game. Quentin Post, rookie out of Boston College. He started in a win over Oklahoma City and gets the nod again tonight. No Draymond Green for the 7th straight game, but he is closer to a return. There's the other star you saw a second ago, Devin Booker, who many feel was snubbed and should have been an all-star for the 5th time.
We asked Steve Kerr if the Quentin Post era was still ongoing, and it is. Second start.
He did not play in the second half. Kevon Looney was the center in the second half, but with the win, coaches, as you know, aren't going to change it up.
The era is still going, Dave. Just because he doesn't play in the second half doesn't mean the era is over.
Golden State 24 and 23. Both these teams started hot. They were 2 of the best teams in the NBA through the first month of the season. Been really up and down since, though. Richards with the defensive rebound off the heel miss to start the game. Tyus Jones, an off-season acquisition, as the Suns needed a point guard. Here's Booker, catch and shoot, and drills the 3. It's a good sign. Booker just 34% of the year from behind the arc.
Yeah, we got 2 teams here that are elite at three-point shooting. Phoenix, 9th most in the league. The Warriors, 5th most three-pointers made. So you should see a lot of those from behind the arc.
Here's Durant for mid-range, exactly what you talked about, but he could knock it down. By the way, Booker, career high in minutes played and threes attempted. Wickets in transition with a slam. And they had the first possession, Payton wide open. Should have been an easy 2 for him, so not good defense early for Phoenix.
Steve Kerr said it on Wednesday. He said it again. They have to play with pace. That's a big point of emphasis for this Warriors team, trying to play faster than they have been.
Shot clock down to 5. Here's the rookie out of Virginia, Ryan Dunn. Richards powers it up and in to beat the shot clock buzzer. Mike Budenholzer said he gives us an edge, really likes his tenacity. Here's Post for Dave. He's made 13 threes, shoots close to 40% from out there.
Well, that's the dynamic. We were half joking about it, but that stretch 5 just changes how you can guard this Warriors team, specifically how you can guard Curry, and Post makes the Suns pay.
Booker lost the ball. Good defensive play by Hill to knock it away from Richards. Wiggins in transition. And Hill stepped out of bounds.
This is why I think the era is still going. And you keep referencing he didn't play in the second half. He's knocking down huge threes. But in all honesty, he gives Curry some ability to space things out. So they can't blitz and trap Curry so much with posters on the floor.
He's not a low post threat or a high post threat, but he's a three-point threat.
There you go.
Durant, he'll try it. No good. 0 for 2 to start the game. Controlled by Peyton, who was great the other night in the win over the Thunder. Season high points with 15, tied season high 9 rebounds. Post off the mark there. Peyton was at his best though on the defensive end. Did a great job against Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the closing moments of that big win for the Warriors.
One of the best on-ball defenders in the league. He can guard guys much bigger than him. He's guarded Doncic. I wouldn't be surprised to see him on Durant at some point. He's just elite at it.
And Durant fouled, attacking the big, and so Post picks up the first foul on the Warriors.
This is the challenge. You play like Post. We talk about what he does offensively, but teams are going to pick on him. We saw Oklahoma City the other night with Shea Gilgeous. They're going to try to get that switch, and whoever is Durant, Booker, they're going to attack that matchup.
Kevin Durant's 10th game against the Warriors since he left 6 seasons ago. Spent time in Brooklyn, now in his second year with the Suns. It's the 5th time he's played back in this arena as an opponent since leaving. Helped, obviously, the Warriors win 2 championships in 3 seasons.
I should have enjoyed it when we had him more. I should have. I just felt so much stress that we had to win. But what a team. I mean, him and Curry together and Clay and Iguodala and Draymond. Why couldn't I enjoy that?
You're looking at me like I have the answer, right? Hill hits a 3. Didn't need that. He's not been shooting it well lately after a hot start.
He is a huge benchmark. As he plays well, the Warriors play well. So good to see him get going.
There's Durant with his first field goal. What do you remember about the acquisition of Durant and how that went down after you guys beat the Thunder? That was his last game in the 2016 playoffs as Durant picks up the foul there in Peyton.
Yeah, I mean, we were so focused on trying to win a championship. NBA free agency, it's literally a week after the season ends, as is the draft. And so, truth was, we lost that year to Cleveland in Game 7 at home, and we had the draft a few days later, and then get into free agency. So there wasn't a lot of scheming or planning. It was just we lost, pick ourselves up, let's draft. I don't even remember who we drafted. And then when word got around that he was going to meet with people, I had to ask. But he came because the players showed up. Our main guys showed up, and there was an authenticity about them. It still is with Curry and Draymond and Clay and Iguodala, and they didn't pressure him. And they said, "Hey, we'd love to have you if you're interested." And that's I think was his selling point. And he felt like he could play with those guys, and obviously the rest is a couple championships, and for him, a couple Finals MVPs.
Steve Kerr thought there should have been a foul on Phoenix, and there is. They do get Ryan Dunn for the foul.
Kevin, he's such a good shooter, period. I always wanted him, and I think a lot of people, he's so efficient to do more of that, but he just doesn't want to take any bad shots. And some players in this league will take a lot of bad threes. He just is so leery of doing that. He can't do it, even though a lot of players just throw it up there and it's a 3-point shot.
Well, he has made 4 or more threes in 4 straight games. It's the first time in his career.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's taking more lately,
right?
And it could be part of the philosophy of the Suns too, that's leading to that.
It's always been, he's always been great at it. It makes a lot of sense, efficiency-wise. But again, like I said, he doesn't want to take any bad shots.
Steph Curry, by the way, hasn't even taken a shot yet in the game as Peyton misses inside. 1-point lead, 5 minutes gone by. Phoenix in front. Suns have won 8 of the last 11 games, but lost the other night at home to Minnesota. Another team trying to stay out of the play-in and climb the standings. Wiggins with the block on the perimeter shot by Dunn. Wiggins at 27 points in the win Wednesday against the Thunder. Wiggins trying to find a driving lane. Instead pulls up, misses a three. And Richards with the rebound. That's 5 boards already for Richards. He had 19 in a game recently against Washington. Couldn't handle the pass. And fortunate bounce ended up in the hands of Dunn, and then Richards gets stripped. Peyton underneath. Bedtime Storms.
Again, the Warriors are a much better team when they're pushing off misses, even off makes at times. Steve Kerr saying he wants them to go, but getting those easy looks in transition.
And a timeout by Phoenix. 1 point lead midway through the opening quarter for the home team.
Is brought to you by Gillette Labs, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. Gillette, the best your game can get. There are some feelings you can get with any sports book. The highs, the no-nos, the no-no-nos. Oh. Now, what you want to do with this? But the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of. That feels good. You only get that here at Sportsbook Born in Vegas, where they know how to treat you right. Who you talking to, Jamie Foxx? Download the BetMGM app. BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas.
Leadership at PetSmart. Subscribe and save so you have more time with your pets. Save 15% on your first order and 5% off future orders. Keep their bellies full or refresh their spacers with ship, and you won't pay full price. PetSmart.
Sell your car quickly with Clutch.
Did they say quickly? Hello?
Deshaun, you're the new spokesperson for Clutch.
You know I'm not. You're my agent.
100%. Bye-bye.
Club.
I'm so proud of you.
Yo! Sell my car quickly! With clutch. Sell my clutch.
Emmanuel, quickly, everyone.
Thank you later.
Welcome to the NHL Hockey Booth. It's the place where real data of NHL action is transformed, literally, into animations. The NHL Hockeyverse matchup of the week: Capitals versus Canucks, tomorrow on Sportsnet.
So, want a prize with that?
Fries? Sure.
No, not fries.
Hooray! There's a new game coming soon from the McDonald's. Want fries with that? It all starts February 4th in the McDee's app.
Save up to 33% on select Walmart brand products. See nods and approval on places the tuna in her cart. This lady loves her tuna. He questions the ominous voice above her. Oh.
Right now at Burger King, it's a BFD for only $5.69. It's a big flame grilled deal. Get a bacon cheeseburger or a delicious chicken junior. Plus a small fry for only $5.69. It's a small BFD. Grizzly.
Back to San Francisco. The Warriors are the 1-point lead here midway through the first quarter. I spoke to Steph Curry earlier today about playing against and with Kevin Durant as teammates, both with the Warriors and with the Olympic team. He talked about just a magical run for those 3 years here at Golden State, culminating in 2 championships. Talking about elevating their game, not only as a team, but individually. Steph picking up some stuff from his time with Kevin that allowed him to add to his own game. And then, of course, rekindling that with the Olympic team to win gold in Paris. Then when I asked about playing against him, he talked about how there was so many magical battles there as well. And now at this stage of their career, obviously different situations, their teams are scuffling a bit, but that there aren't that many opportunities to play against each other. So he's cherishing them all, Dave.
And Durant with 6 points already. Curry hasn't even taken a shot yet in the game. Pull-up jumper from Devin Booker in and out, and rebound by Looney. Hill trying to get free off the ball. Shot clock down to 8. Wiggins putting it on the floor, spinning and finishing with the left hand. before he was crashing into the front row.
Steve Kerr still trying to figure out the center spot, but he's going back to Looney. I mean, Trace Jackson-Davis was starting, playing big minutes early in the year, but now with Post getting the start, Looney has become the big minute center for this team. And here again, Wiggins has been playing much better lately. This is just isolation basketball. He likes that spin move. He likes going to his right, going back to his left, finishes with a nice one there over Nick Richards.
Meanwhile, the foul on Looney, his first, and free throws for Richards. Andrew Wiggins, you look at his numbers over the last 9 games, his name has been brought up a lot in trade rumors. You look at our national TV schedule brought to you by ESPN, the official sportsbook of ESPN. Lakers at the Knicks tomorrow night on ABC. New York right now just a game out of the 2 spot. One back of Boston. Knicks have won 5 in a row. TNT Tuesday, Boston's in Cleveland. Should be a great game there. Also, Lakers and Clippers. Clippers are now 28.
Equipo no se trata de que él sea mal jugador, se trata de que necesita otro talento el equipo.
Entró para Libby el Viñeta.
Entonces le dice, soy yo, le pasa todo, le pasa todo. No te preocupes, la suelta ahora, Schroeder. Me borré.
An addition of some sort, or change at least. And that was, and you hear all the Phoenix stuff too, Dave. You hear the pursuit of Jimmy Butler. You hear all the conversations on Bradley Beal, who just checked in with a no trade clause. I got the most famous contract or no trade clause in recent memory. Durant just bangs down another one. But it's going to be a big, I really think this Thursday it's going to be a big trade deadline. Durant now at 9 points. Schroeder, who the Warriors got in a trade earlier in the season. Here's Booker in transition, gets to the rim, and Devin Booker with 7. So Durant and Booker have combined for 16 of the 22 Phoenix points.
Again, this guy, they want him taking more threes. This is why they want him taking more threes. And the passing ahead to Booker, Phoenix getting out on the break.
Popeyes has the wing game on lock for your watch party. With 8 crispy, bold Louisiana wing flavors and bone-in or boneless, you just might have everyone chanting MVP in your direction. Chicken from Popeyes.
Asia, your car's small.
It's a little cramped, but it's fine.
Fine? When you became MVP once, was that fine? No. You did it thrice.
They built you a statue.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
You're right. It's not fine.
Can't feel my legs.
Never settle on the lot or on the court. CarMax.
guys, let's talk about ESPN Bet, the sports book from your favorite sports brand. With ESPN Bet, you'll get a seamless, personalized experience, and with a couple of taps, add a market you see in the ESPN app to ESPN Bet. Start building your bet slips and add a profit boost to increase your winnings, or check out tons of parlays in the new Parlay Lounge. So easy, you can even sweat your bet alongside your favorite ESPN personalities, including me. So, what are you waiting for? Download today.
Target made up and up for you, helping you save on storage solutions with bags in all shapes and sizes. So everything has a home. Everyday favorites at unbeatable prices. We made up and up for you, only at Target.
The Octagon has returned to the land down under. Striking through flexing. He's as good as anybody in the world. Sean Strickland is about as good for a match of the championship. She's a special athlete.
A hot start for Durant and Booker. Almost as many points as the Warriors have as a team. Booker 3 of 6 from the floor. Durant 3 of 5. Durant 2 threes. Booker with 1. Steph Curry out right now, and he took just 1 shot in the 8 minutes or so that he played. Moody with a deep one. Moses Moody was just 0 for 60 of the night from 3. He had been playing well 7 straight games in double figures, but that came to an end. Booker for mid-range, spins out of bounds. Looked like it was off of Golden State, and so it will stay with Phoenix.
Yeah, you look at this Suns team, and with the talent they have, and I know Beal has been struggling, but you got Durant and Booker, you figure what's going on. I mean, it's really been on the defensive side, Dave. 23rd in the league in defense. Their offensive rebounding is 27th. Their second chance points is 26th. Without Durant, they're 1-9. You just have to be a little bit better when he's out of the game. But he tells you how important he is to this team.
Durant was not happy with that pass from Beal. Spin by Moody. Out to Schroeder. They were 8-1, and that's when Durant got hurt in the losing starter for Phoenix. Yeah, they've recovered, but the opponents haven't been that good the last few weeks. But still able to win 8 of those 11. Schroeder way off the mark. Grayson Allen with a rebound. And here's Beal, who's been coming off the bench for the last few weeks. Like this is his 34th game of the season due to injury. There's a 3 from Royce O'Neal. And the Suns have hit 4 triples. Golden State with 4 as well.
And that's a hallmark of Mike Budenholzer's team. He lets them put it up. And Steve Kerr's been adapting to that, too. We talked to him before Wednesday's game. He said, that's the NBA now. We have to get up a lot of threes, especially with the roster he said they have. They don't get to the free throw line enough, and points in the paint are not a strength for either of these teams.
And in a perfect world, Mike Budenholzer would want 5 guys on the floor that could shoot threes. You think of what he did with Brook Lopez in Milwaukee, turning him into a 3-point threat.
And that's what the Celtics, there's Moody, again, the Celtics embody that, right? That's a team that has 5 guys that you have to deal with, especially with Porzingis.
So Moody 2 for 2 from 3-point land. Golden State back within 1. Durant on the baseline, puts it up, no good. Backside board, Schroeder. There are 2 to play here in the opening quarter. Schroeder left wide open, late contest from Beal, and Schroeder nails it. Dennis Schroeder, 23 points Tuesday in a win over Utah, 7 assists, and outstanding defense Wednesday, and a victory over the Thunder. The bench, as usual, getting it done for Golden State, outscoring Phoenix 11-3. Grayson Allen changes that with a 3 ball. Allen had been a starter the last couple of years. Only 1 start this year, but just as effective from deep, shooting over 50% from 3 in the month of January. Majewski can't answer, and Durant with the board. And a foul on Schroeder. That's the first in the last 2 minutes.
We talked about getting Moody going. Got him something easy out of the timeout. This one, he's already in rhythm. And Schroeder, I feel like he's finally finding his way, Dave, for this Warriors team. Had a rough start, had a great early season. for the Brooklyn Nets, and here's Grayson. They've just been waiting for him to get it going. Lately, he has, like you mentioned.
Last year, had a career high 205 threes, 46% from three. He gets good look again. That one in and out, though. Rebound, Pajemski. Ahead to Schroeder. Year 12 for Schroeder on his 8th team. Was in the D'Anthony Melton trade. Melton with a torn ACL. They thought that was going to be a big addition in the offseason. Moody finally misses. And Scott Foster stopping play.
Durant, one of the luxuries of being this close is you sometimes can hear the players, Dave. Durant said, we were just talking a little, then he said a word I can't say. And Scott Foster said he didn't like it, so enough of that.
So they call double fouls on Durant and Schroeder. So that's 2 on Durant as Plumlee gets the slam. 2 on Schroeder as well. Here's Wiggins, finds Looney underneath. Schroeder again wide open, no contest, but he can't make the shot. Durant looking to run. Cut by Beal. Throws it away. Moody with the skip. A 13-second difference in the game and shot clocks here at the end of the first with Phoenix up 3. Pajemski looking to drive. Good defense by Durant. And a turnover. Pajemski shaken up. So numbers for Phoenix here in the final seconds of the quarter. Pajemski coming back into your screen to defend Beal with 3 to play in the first quarter. Beal spinning. Lob to Plumlee. Not a smooth end to that first quarter on either side.
Oh, boy.
So it's better than 1 Papa John's pizza, 2 Papa John's pizza for only $6.99 each.
Only at Papa John's. Bundle 2 or more Papa Pairings menu items for $6.99 each. Get your favorites for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some Papa John's.
For all those making it big out there, wouldn't your mobile service be able to keep up with you? Get Wi-Fi speeds up to a gig at home and on the go. Introducing Power Boost, only from Xfinity Mobile. Now that's big. Xfinity Internet customers, cut your mobile bill in half versus T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T for your first year. Plus, ask how to get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus on us.
Booking app I used didn't have Agent Force, so an AI agent didn't know to move my reservations inside or know what I like to eat. Which is not that.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, man, we really needed this rain, right? Agent Force helped restaurants prevent dining disasters.
Battle on over.
It's what AI was meant to be.
I got you, brother.
I'm Malika Andrews. Let's take a look at this assist to the game. It's brought to you by State Farm. The Clippers and the Hornets, first quarter, that's all-star James Harden to you. He records his 8,000th career assist as he dumps it off to Ivica Zubac there. Harden becomes the 4th player in NBA history with 25,000 points, 8,000 assists, joining some elite company. Oscar Robertson, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Let's get you back to the Bay after this.
It's all good to be rich, black and poppin'. It feels like a little money party. Me and my friends.
Get it before he wakes up. Get it in as fast as an hour with express delivery.
They say you're better safe than sorry. But they say a lot of things. In 1953, they said our whiskey recipe tasted perfectly fine, so we burned it and made something better. Maker's Mark. Make your mark.
KFC has 5 bowls for $5 each, like the new Nashville Hot Loaded Fry Bowl, the Creamy Mac and Cheese Bowl, even the Famous Bowl. This calls for a song. Too bad we don't have time for one. 5 KFC original bowls, just $5 each.
Welcome back to NBA Friday, presented by State Farm. Here with Nick Richards, the most recently acquired player here for the Phoenix Suns. 6.7 rebounds and assists for you. You guys have a 3-point lead. What do you like most about the start?
We're moving the ball. We get into actions real quick, and we're flowing into the place that we need to flow into.
Steph only has 1 shot. How are you guys trying to manage that defensively with him?
Just got to keep doing what we're doing. He's going to turn it up in this further on as long as this game goes. So just got to keep doing a good job on him.
Nick, good luck. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, back to you. Well, George, Nick is absolutely right. We saw it Wednesday night. Curry was 0 for 5 in the first quarter, 2 points. He had 4 at halftime, then got hot in the second half, had 17, and the Warriors won the game. Count the basket there for Beal, his first points, and a 3-point chance.
I always liked when the game was close and he hadn't scored. I know that people might not understand that, but I knew he was going to get his points. And so you figured they would come at some moment in the game, usually in the second half when the game mattered the most. But the Warriors stay close and he hasn't scored, that's going to change. And he's going to get his numbers, and he always does. But I never really worried about that. You would like him to have more shots. I always think he's the best guy to shoot clearly on this team. So look for him to get it going here pretty soon in the second quarter.
Wiggins had 4, Curry with 0, as we showed you in the first quarter. Durant and Booker combined for 16. Post wide open. Curry made that happen, and Post pays it off. His second 3.
That's the price you pay, right? They couldn't run that play if that's Draymond Green necessarily, Kevon Looney, but you can do that with Quentin Post.
Payton thought he had a steal, but the glove's a little slippery there.
Well, the mini, what do they call him? I don't think he likes it, but we'll do it. What do they call him? Mini glove? I forget. Anyways, he should have had that one. He knows. He should have had that.
Had a ferocious dunk, which was the exclamation point on the win over the Thunder Wednesday, right over Hartenstein. Phoenix by 2, opening minute of the second quarter. Booker back out there with the second unit, with Durant getting a breather after playing the entire first quarter. Pull-up jumper from Booker, no good. And Payton with the clear. Pajemski's second-year pro, first-team all-rookie last year, played at Santa Clara. Now Post driving, and Plumlee gets underneath the basket, but can't put it in. 2 attempts right at the rim, out of bounds to Phoenix.
Wow, Post showing he can do a little bit more than shoot the 3. A couple shots right at the rim there.
He was drafted by Golden State, traded on draft night to Oklahoma City, then traded again on draft night back to Golden State through Portland. Booker, nice job of shielding the defender with his body and scoring with the left hand.
That was a nice job by Plumlee, changing the angle of the screen so Booker could attack Post. This is the challenge, right? Playing Quentin Post gives you the offense, but the Suns are going to keep attacking him on defense. And here they get the switch. And once Booker sees Post switching on to him right here is Plumlee, he has to change the angle here to get the screen, and then Booker's straight downhill. And that's where Post, if he wants to get the longer minutes, going to have to get a little bit better, get in front of those guys that are going downhill.
Our NBA Saturday primetime game at ABC features LeBron and the Lakers taking on the Knicks. Coverage starting NBA Countdown, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Are you a believer in the Lakers? The deadline is in less than a week. Do they need to make a big move for them to take the next step and truly challenge for a championship?
Well, if you, the way you finished that question changes my answer, because I thought you were going to say something else. But the challenge for a championship, yeah, I think they're a little short of that. But if you look at this West, it's really Oklahoma City as Beal finishes there. And then who's next, right? And you could make an argument it could be the Lakers. It's not crazy to say they're in the Western Conference Finals against whoever it may be. Probably Oklahoma City, it looks like that seems to be the favorite. The Finney-Smith trade I really like for them. Do they have the ability to get one more guy? But when Anthony Davis is playing his best basketball, they are very difficult to beat.
Booker pulls up and banks it in. What a tough shot. Again, against Pachinski. And Devin Booker now with 11 points. He averages 25 per game. 7th straight year, he's averaged 25 points per game or more. Now in year 10 in the NBA.
And it's not just the 25, it's the 25 and 5. So his passing, not known for it, but, you know, he's kind of this combo guy. I don't know if he's quite good enough to be a pure point guard, but he's a ball handler. He can play pick and roll, most importantly. Anytime you have a couple guys in your team that can do that, you have a good offense for the most part.
He's now 80 points away from passing Walter Davis for the franchise record in scoring. Payton with a misfire, but Post gives him an extra possession. Pachinski kind of caught in no man's land, so way under passing Walter Davis for the franchise record in scoring. Payton with a misfire, but Post gives him an extra possession. Pachinski kind of caught in no man's land, and Payton and Curry just passing back and forth. The Suns don't react until Plumlee comes up with a block on Payton. Meanwhile, O'Neal lost his shoe, but Beal left alone in transition, and he drills a triple. Timeout, Golden State. Bradley Beal with 7 points. A good start for him to the second quarter.
Even when U.S. women's national team forward Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. Thanks to the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 3% cash back on her purchase after choosing the online shopping category.
Be the first to watch at home today.
Can I get a key?
Disney's Moana 2. Buy it now, only on digital.
The thing about traveling with your kids is that each year they get bigger. But the hotel stays the same size. Get an Airbnb and get room for everyone.
Past 2 years, a hard-eyes killer. These Spain couples on Valentine's Day.
I heard something.
This is more than just murder.
Theatrical is passionate.
Well, The Hard-Eyes Killer arrives in theaters Thursday. Rated R.
Attention families, the survivalist's fate is in your hands.
There anything that you can send me today?
We all want this money at the end of the day.
I want to make it through to the end, but I don't feel good.
Depending on how bold they get, it's dangerous.
Just get him to shore.
Only you can extract them by hitting the button. Hit the button.
I'm not pushing the button.
Extracted premieres Monday after the Super Bowl.
I'm very, very
on Fox.
The Ashley President's Day sale going on now. Feel the freedom to get your best dressed ever with up to $200 off adjustable bases. Plus, you can snooze now, pay later with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop more deals in-store and online. Only at Ashley.
Families laugh, families love, families eat a lot. Good thing you got that Dash Pass membership. With Dash Pass, you get $0 delivery fees off grocery orders. So while you may feel like you're stocking your pantry 8 days a week, your wallet doesn't. Save more on groceries with Dash Pass. Start your free 30-day trial. So if wallets can feel, does that mean they also laugh and love?
Our Star Watch brought to you by T-Mobile. 3 glorious seasons for Kevin Durant in a Golden State uniform. 2 championships, the injury and the defeat also in the 2019 finals to Toronto. Finals MVP in 17 and 18. An incredibly efficient Warriors team, outstanding defensive team. Bob, for whatever reason, sometimes you put stars together and it doesn't work. You can make the case it hasn't worked in Phoenix, at least not yet. Why did it work for you guys here at Golden State?
Interestingly, Dave, the picture before that picture is why it worked, in my opinion. Clearly, Curry, Durant played. We know who they are. They're great. But why it really worked was the pieces all around them that elevated them. And it just the combination of guys, putting an Iguodala with them, Draymond, Sean Livingston, even Looney in those years, surrounding those guys with guys that helped them, that complimented them, that took care of a lot of the other things, was a huge reason why it had the efficiency it did. And look, maybe if you don't even have those guys, I'm not saying they're the reason. Even without them, you get Curry, Durant, two of the best to ever play, Clay, one of the best to ever shoot. You're going to have a good team. But I really think what made it uniquely special was all those kind of guys in between the gaps that don't get maybe the credit that some of those big three guys did.
One of those players, as Beal scores again, he has
tempo. Here it is, Booker with a great catch. Thought he was going to lay it in himself, but a quick whip pass to Grayson Allen, corner three.
Building. Is anything for sale? Oh, shut the front door. My son is in real estate. Andy DJs. And how are you fixed for supplements? He does it all.
RE/MAX agents don't stranger explain. They explain with exactly the advice you need.
Michelob Ultra. 90 calories, 3 grams of carbs. A superior light beer for watching the NBA.
Which Ristorante pizza is your favorite? Whichever one you fall in love with. It's always Ristorante Pizza.
No way. Why would I use Kayak to compare hundreds of sites at once? I like to do things myself. I do my own searching.
I know wherever we go, we'll have an adventure.
McCain, together is golden.
Oh, Cameron. Maybe it's time we rethink things. The quiet, apologetic act is starting to feel a little outdated. We're not just part of the conversation anymore. We're driving. With more than 20 Canadian players in the league, it's not just games. It's showtime. So let's step up, take our place, and show the NBA what it means to represent.
Missing your favorite channels? Get them on Rogers Xfinity TV. Now in free preview with Rogers
Beal, a big reason why the Suns have opened up a 13-point lead. No one in the NBA right now, in terms of the trade deadline loading, has more power than Bradley Beal. As he said, he holds the cards when it comes to whether he's involved in a trade from the Suns. He's one of 2 players in the NBA with a no-trade clause, the other LeBron James.
So rare. I remember when they gave it to him, and he's right, by the way. He does hold the cards. It is in his contract. It's hard to get, almost impossible. Steph Curry doesn't even have one. But look, bottom line, if he doesn't want to go, he's not going. And it's simple as that. And we'd all love to have a no-trade clause, and you can't move. He basically unmovable. He controls it. He did the deal when he was in Washington, Dave, when I think they felt like he might be a guy that would ask out. And in the process of staying, as Curry gets on the board, he must have said or did say, well, I'll stay, but part of me staying and not asking out is I want a no-trade clause. And that's high-level leverage. He had it, and he used it. And now he's sitting here controlling what is probably the 2025 trade deadline is in his hands.
Obviously, Jimmy Butler's been linked to Phoenix, been linked to Golden State. As Plumlee scores at a 3-point opportunity.
You know, and he's having a good game here tonight. But I think when they did the deal with the Suns and they got Durant, they got Beal, they expected more than this. And that's why you hear them mentioned so frequently now at the deadline is this has not been good enough in their eyes. And the payroll is big, too.
Well, one of the things that's been frustrating is availability. And you go back to his early stages in Washington as Curry gets a block. He played every game early in his career. But in the latter stages of his time in Washington, he was in and out of the lineup, wasn't always available. Last year, his first year in Phoenix, he missed 29 games. This year, he's missed 13. We have a timeout on the floor. Phoenix leading by 13 with 7:15 remaining, as the Suns are going to challenge that last call. Back in a moment.
Timeout's been called.
No gymnastics for another 6 months.
Wednesdays, the heroes of Chicago Med, Fire, and PD are back. Chicago Wednesday, all new on City TV or stream it on City TV Plus.
Will anyone make the team? Wait, we may have a winner. You gotta circle to search it. So,
Successful challenge by Phoenix coach Mike Budenholzer, so he'll retain his challenge. This was off of Steph Curry, initially ruled off of Plumlee, but you see there the right hand of Curry touched the basketball last.
What's interesting about that is if you were playing pickup or watching basketball pre-replay, there's zero chance that they're awarding the ball to the Suns, right? But that was the right call, and that's where replays come in and affect our game. Anytime you're playing, if I was going for a lay, hit it, that's always the offense's ball. You get a very close look there, and you realize it's the right call.
Steph Curry finally on the board, though. Got his first basket at the 7:45 mark. This is game number 995 for Curry. Entering tonight, he's been shut out in the first half one time in his last 801 games.
Well, it's coming. Rest assured, it's coming. And Curry will find a rhythm. It takes one shot for him. We saw it the other night, Dave. You and I here in this building. He made one shot against OKC, and then he just had it going.
It was a great pass there. Moody couldn't finish. Terrific offensive rebound. Anderson, and then out of bounds off of Phoenix. 12 to shoot for the Warriors, who have just 35 points.
But watch how much attention. Look, these two guys always watching him. Here's Tyus Jones. He's got to look one eye on Curry, and then Moody gets behind him. It's not just the guy. Like Booker right now is on Curry, but everybody's aware of who has the ball. Everybody's watching.
It did seem, in just watching it up close and personal on Wednesday night, that he's working harder than ever to score.
And that's why you hear these rumblings about Steph needs help. Some of it is just watch the games and see the effort he's making to get clean looks. Forget about scoring, just to get clean shots. The attention on him. And that's why Wiggins here has stepped up. And thank goodness for the Warriors, Wiggins has taken advantage, and he's stepped into that second role for the Warriors in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
That's his first three of the night. He's got 10 points. First Warrior double figures. Booker off target with that shot. And it's Golden State ball, 10-point game, midway through the second quarter. Anderson, pull-up jumper in the paint. It's good. 5 quick points for Golden State.
Again, Kyle Anderson, he's one of the smartest players. Not known for his offense there, but just gets an easy look against Plumlee.
Beal driving baseline. Booker spotting off, drilling the three. His second three-pointer, and he has a game-high 14 points. But the Suns don't get back. Buddy Hield wide open underneath. Curry with the find.
Attention to detail, just little things like that. Getting back. That's about the second or third time the Suns have been beaten down the floor on a made basket.
Booker's got 5 assists to go with 14 points. Working here at Anderson. Shot clock down to 5. Plumlee trying to free up Beal with a screen. And Moody with the intercept. Wiggins looking to push. Hield on the three-pointer. Hits it. Phoenix, Golden State within 6. Buddy Hield with his third rebound of the first half.
The energy the pace of the Golden State Warriors, and Buddy Hield's been doing this for a
Less scroll, more vibes. However you spice.
Thursday on an all-new TNA Impact. The Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the Knockouts World Championship. A rising star teams with legends as Leon Slater and the Hardys battle Moose, JDC, and Eddie Edwards of the System. Mike Santana faces off with the complete Matt Cardona. And the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry will be live in concert. It's an all-new episode of TNA Impact. Thursday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Sportsnet 360.
Everyday value, every bite. Say hello to Tinsel-X. Start only $2.99. Say hello, try one, or try our full lineup of warm, delicious options. Tinsel-X, everyday value.
Stay with it, fellas. Stay with it. All right, we're getting hurt in transition. So if we start executing better down there, we're going to be in good shape. Offense got to help our defense right now. So let's execute, get a bucket. All right, we'll get the game under control. Long game, fellas, long game, but we got to get going offensively here.
And they have 9 points in the last minute. And Golden State's back within 6, just outside 5 to play in the first half. Tyus Jones' reverse layup is good. Jones with his first points of the game.
You know, a lot of coaches use that phrase, it's a long game, but maybe more so now than ever. These variances, these 10-point leads disappearing in 2 minutes, these 13-point leads. We saw it the other night. I mean, no lead is safe with a 3-point shot. The pace of the game, there's never been more possessions. So that idea that it's a long game, that holds more true now than ever.
Booker way off on that one. Taking 13 shots, made 6, 2 of 5 from 3. Wiggins finds Anderson, who soars to the rim and clutches it.
Suns playing right now with Durant at the 5. Clearly their best offensive lineup, but this is where defensively they just can't allow that dribble penetration. Durant here. This is a tough lineup for the Warriors to guard with Kevin at the 5 spot.
Booker in the paint, count it, and 1. Felt the contact, put up the shot immediately, and he'll go to the line for the first time tonight.
Again, they can spread you out when they've got Kevin at the 5. And Grayson Allen finds the seam. Booker fills the gap, gets the 3-point play opportunity. But there's going to be so much space now. Again, this will be fine for the Suns on the offensive side. But on the defensive side, they're going to have to be very focused.
Booker now with 17 points. Foul was on Wiggins, his first, the third on the Warriors. Devin Booker left off the All-Star team. The coaches picked the reserves. There are only 4 guards, by the way. The 2 wild cards that the coaches had were front court players. So the backups are Harden and Anthony Edwards as Moody misses a 3. The starters in the backcourt, SGA and Steph Curry is Grayson Allen off the bounce, shows some hops. Steele back down court. Back to an 11-point lead for Phoenix. Inside 4 to go, and a turnover by the Warriors. Suns looking to run. Phoenix with 19 assists already here in the first half. Allen, he'll try it. And get it.
He's a big swing guy for this Suns team. I mean, he's a little bit of an X factor, and he's capable of what he's doing here tonight. 4 of 5, 3 of 4 from 3, 11 points. He can really swing a game for this team, but he's been off, and that's been a struggle for this team this season.
The bench outscoring Golden State 19-4 in this quarter. Wiggins step back long 2, not there. And Durant with his 4th rebound. Lead is back to 14 for Phoenix, matching the largest of the game. Catch and shoot, Durant, no good. Just the 7th attempt for Durant. He's made 3, 9 points. As O'Neal fouls Moody. Looked like he was slipping.
This is a nice athletic play here by Grayson Allen. Good pass by Booker, just throwing it ahead. It's like a slam dunk contest move there. And then this is what he's actually more known for here. Durant, drive and kick. Grayson Allen's had a nice first half thus far.
Right at his season average, 11 points. Year 7 on a Duke. Duke, North Carolina, by the way, tomorrow night on ESPN. First of 2 meetings. As Curry stepped out of bounds, turns it over.
He's usually pretty aware of where that line and out of bounds is. He's made a career out of it, I should say, of getting behind that line. It's a pretty rare mistake by him.
2 points, 1-3 from the floor, 0 of 1 from 3, and now going to call Moody for a push. 4th team foul, first on Moody. He bumped Durant.
I asked Kevin one time, Dave, I said, which guy bothers you the most? Which defender in the NBA? You know what his answer was? What did he say?
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. And he was serious. And I think he believes it. I mean, when you're 7 feet tall, you can shoot over anybody or go by him. I guess nobody's the right answer.
Field got it away in time, can't bank it in. His teammate Devin Booker recently said he's the best offensive player in history. Durant on defense that time took a seat, and Buddy Hield finishes at the rim.
2 minutes here. Close out the quarter. This will be interesting. Right now, the 12-point lead. Do they extend it or the Warriors cut into it?
Hield with 13 to pace Golden State here in the first half. Tyus Jones, a deep one, not close. Rebound Looney. Schroeder looking to push. Curry was spotting up. He wanted it. Schroeder knew it too. Step coming again. He'll try it. That one too strong. It's his second 3-point attempt and his 4th field goal attempt overall the first half. Durant walks into a 3. No good. 9 points for Durant. And all those were in the first quarter. Buddy Hield, the hot hand, can't continue. Curry got the offensive rebound, goes back up. Doesn't get the bounce. And Allen, as he's falling down, tips it to Durant. Good hands. Hield to break up the pass. Hield with the hustle. Now Durant, off balance, hits the deck hard. As a foul is called on Golden State.
This is sitting right there. That's a couple possessions here. Missed threes by the Warriors. Steph had one. Couldn't get it. Suns get to the line here with Durant attacking.
Second foul on Schroeder. Durant 1 of 2 at the line. 83% on the year. Closing in at 30,000 career points. Will be the 8th player ever to do it. NBA Sunday doubleheader. Boston, Philly, followed by Memphis and Milwaukee. Memphis right now, 1 game behind Houston for the 2 spot in the West. Oklahoma City with a healthy lead, 6 games over everybody else. And then you look 4 through 11 in the West. Only 4 games separate those teams. Plenty of time for a lot of movement. Top 6 make the playoffs. 7 through 10 are in the play-in tournament.
I just don't know if anybody's going to create a lot of separation. That's the question. I mean, Oklahoma City has done it. Who else is going to find some? Houston has done it to some respects, but after that, it feels like it's kind of open. Memphis has had a pretty good first half of the season. Still sitting there for a lot of teams.
Schroeder gets the layup. He's got 5 points with it. 11-point lead for Phoenix. Final minute of the opening half. Booker, the leading scorer, with 17. Looking to drive on Hield. Lost the handle for a moment. Now attacks again. Tough shot off the heel. Rebound Schroeder looking to push. Curry trying to run to a spot. 6-second difference in the game in shot clocks. Hield looking to shake Durant. Does. But an interception by Grayson Allen, who was reading that play, stepping in front of Curry. Inside 10 seconds remaining in the half. Durant, no field goals in the second quarter. 1 point, 2 seconds left. Durant lost the ball, and the half comes to an end. Coming up, halftime presented by Hyundai. Malika, Stephen A., Janae Burke standing by. Jason Tatum had a big night for Boston. All that and more. All the highlights of the early games, including Denver and Philly. Also, get you updated on all the games going on right now. We'll look back at the first half here in San Fran, with Phoenix leading 62-51.
McCain, together is golden.
I know wherever we go, we'll have an adventure.
McCain, together is golden.
Tap into BetMGM Casino, and you're entering a huge library full of exclusive games. Games you won't find anywhere else. Looking for jackpot? Right this way. You'll always find someone ready to give you a hand. Nice. Your favorite game is waiting for you on BetMGM Casino.
2 years, a hard-eyes killer. He's playing couples on Valentine's Day.
I heard so.
This is more than just murder. Theatrical is passionate.
Well, the hard-eyes killer.
What you got to say?
You guys, you got now.
Welcome to Destiny, the little town with a whole lot of kick. Oh, hey, Sue. We're a fun bunch, but we take Pick a Destiny real serious. More serious than that big fella did. We do tailgates, ain't that right, bro? The town square, of course, and we bet on FanDuel. They love Pick a Destiny as much as we do. Destiny. Let's take a look at tonight's studio update delivered by Taco Bell. Stephen A. Jason Tatum.
That dude right there. That dude that was benched by Steve Kerr. That NBA champion. Yes! With 0.2 seconds left with the fall away. His name is Jason Tatum. That's what I'm talking about.
By the way, since he came into the league, only DeMar DeRozan has 4 go-ahead buckets in the final 5 seconds. Okay.
What's the mission?
To stop what's in the gorge from coming out. The gorge is the door to hell. We're standing guard at the gate.
Welcome to NBA Halftime, presented by Hyundai.
Welcome inside our Los Angeles studio. At the break, the Phoenix Suns up by 11 on the Golden State Warriors. They're paced by Devin Booker's 17.7 assists, but we need to point out the 0 turnovers here.
Yes, one of the great things about Devin Booker is he's not afraid to really initiate the offense. He has 5 assists to different players, and they're 7 of 9 off of his passes. Those are 7 total assists. So he's distributing the ball at a high level right now.
That's leading to good things for the Phoenix Suns. But Stephen A., this is the second straight first half that we've seen Steph Curry struggle.
It happens with shooters. I mean, they go into little slumps. They go into little lulls. We understand that. We know who the hell he is. I'm more impressed with the fact that Buddy Hield has showed up and reminded us that he's supposed to be a shooter on this squad as well. 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 13 points, leading the Golden State Warriors. There's a second half to deal with Steph Curry. I'm hopeful he will answer the call, but it's nice to see that Buddy Hield has.
Listen, I thought the Warriors were going to come out with more energy. I picked them to win. That was before Steve Kerr interview, the way he addressed, talking about basically the Warriors need to make a stand. You can't do that. Big win. You just basically killed the morale of the team. Guys can't wait to get to the locker room after the game to get on their phone with their agents. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's been high and low.
You can't do that.
That's when you get a cold, when the temperature changes.
Have y'all
so
noticed
fast.
big perks emotions all night long? You know, it's hard coming to work. It's hard. You know, you don't know if you're going to get traded or not. It's hard. I mean, I know they're professionals, but it's hard. It's hard. Damn all that. Hey, is the check in the bank account? Is the check in the bank account? Man. All right? As long as the check is going to be there, bro, do your job.
Don't start.
I'm just saying, man. Somebody got to say it.
You say it all the time on our network. You love to sing feelings.
Yeah.
So deep in my feelings.
Here's what I'm focused on. 2 points for Steph Curry here in the first half. But in the second half against Oklahoma City, we really saw him start to light it up. Let's see if he has any of that second half magic here in this one. KD didn't need to wait until the second half. Phoenix Suns rolling. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
This halftime is presented by the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Every bite, say hello to Tinselix. Starting at only $2.99, try one, like, or try our full lineup warm, delicious options. Tinselix, everyday value that's here to stay. Order the Tim on the Tim's app today.
Scotty's.
Huh, you finally got the name right. Scotty's.
I saw a hypnotist. He gave me a sneeze trigger.
How's that going?
And whose idea was it? These heinous crimes.
It was Scotty's.
For all the money, which two brothers invented the airplane?
Scotty's. Scotty's.
Oops.
Hey, you got any picks tonight?
I'm really liking the odds on points bet.
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
Taking the Raptors to cover the spread.
Really? Okay, well, if you're right about that bet, I'll pose for an art.
You look wonderful.
Thanks. Oh. Points bet. Bet on it.
I'll have a steak burrito, please.
What about something extra?
Right now I feel it's something a little more classic. We work in the same building. Barburrito. Food for every mood.
This is TGL presented by SoFi. 24 of the best players in the world. No, presented by SoFi against each other 3 versus 3. In a first of its kind arena. More Tiger, more Rory, more in a first of its kind, more everybody. 6 teams: Atlanta, Boston, LA, New York, the Bay, and Jupiter. Not that Jupiter. What else? We had a shot clock, mic'd up players, a ref, playoffs, 15 holes, overtime, timeouts. Did we mention the green moves? High tech, higher stakes, and you get to watch it all, baby. Keep up. It's golf.
Choose to get out there. Choose your calling. Choose to make memories. Mazda, we craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
I'll have a steak burrito, please.
What about something extra?
Right now I feel it's something a little more classic. We work in the same building. Barburrito.
NBA halftime, presented by Hyundai.
Some unfortunate breaking news here from the Celtics-Pelicans game. Arsham Sharani reporting that Pelicans guard DeJounte Murray suffered a season-ending torn Achilles tendon on this play right here. Just brutal news for Murray, who's already had a rough year here with injuries. Remember, DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, they've also missed significant time this season. They haven't played a single game together. So we're hoping for a speedy recovery here for DeJounte. Elsewhere in the NBA, let's take a look at our electric moment. It's brought to us by Hyundai. The Bucks and the Spurs here. Victor Wembanyama, he had his 5th game with 5 threes and 5 blocks. That's already the most in NBA history.
There's only like what, two players, him and LeBron, that are allowed to do that shot, right? One three-pointer. Hello.
I appreciate that, but there is no excuse for the Milwaukee Bucks to be down 20. Zero.
Well, Chris Paul and Giannis also got into it a little bit in this one, exchanging some words there, and it continued even into.
He did post a little bit in the back.
He did.
Saw that, yeah.
He did. He did.
San Antonio rolls in this one, 144-118.
Chris Paul ain't gonna back down, especially from a conversation.
Devin Booker had his fingerprints all over the first half of this game. Let's see what he's got in the second half. Let's get you back to the Bay after this. Yeah.
This halftime is presented by the all-electric.
It's a clash in San Francisco. An NBA doubleheader Monday on Sportsnet.
This was really nice.
Yeah, for the most part.
It was really
Jenny, you guys okay over there? Yes, Mom. What are you doing? It's for the insurance.
First dates aren't always simple, but sending a claim on the Bel Air Direct app actually always is.
We're the Wheelers, and we love hockey.
There it is, kids.
Nice one. We love traveling for games, which is why we love Skyscanner.
Saves us 30% on average when we compare flights and rental cars. Isn't that right, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Once you keep sniping sweet deals on Skyscanner, you might be able to finally grow those playoff beards.
Oh, no. But yes. Someone say playoff beards?
Sweet lettuce, Doug.
Nice lettuce, Dad.
Sweet lettuce, Kenzie.
Sweet flow, Dad.
I'm back, baby.
Everyday value, every bite. Say hello to Tinselix. Starting at only $2.99. Try one or try our full lineup of warm, delicious options. Tinselix, everyday value that's here to stay. Order them on the Tim's app today.
Right now at Burger King, it's a BFD for only $5.69. It's a big flame grilled deal. Get a bacon cheeseburger or a delicious chicken junior. Plus a small fry and drink for only $5.69. It's a BFD.
Sell your car quickly with Clutch.
Did they say quickly?
Hello?
Just saw it. You're the new spokesperson for Clutch.
You know I'm not. You're my agent.
100%. Bye-bye.
That's Clutch.
I'm so proud of you.
What is happening? Yo! Sell my car quickly! With Clutch. With Clutch.
Emmanuel, quickly, everyone.
Thank you later.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. If you think that's good, check this out.
At Bet365, we're all about amazing experiences. Whether it's before the game, during the game, or after the game.
And that is how you take a ball to the face.
But don't just take my word for it. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Behind the Blue Cow Quality Milk logo are proud Canadian dairy farmers. Producing Canadian milk to high standards? You bet. Caring for our cows? Always. And sustainable farming practices? A commitment. That's what this logo certifies. We're behind the Blue Cow logo.
Stream or download the Raptor Show with Blake Murphy and Matt Bonner.
GM Friday presented by State Farm. The Phoenix Suns lead the Warriors by 11 as we get ready to start the second half. Our first half stats brought to you by Rinvoq. Bradley Beal had 9 points in that second quarter, but he was the fourth leading scorer. Booker 17 and 7. Grayson Allen with 11 off the bench. Durant 10. 9 of those came in the first quarter. Dave Pack, Bob Myers, and George Sedano. Devin Booker may not be an all-star this year, but he's still one of the best offensive players in the NBA. We saw that in full display in the first half as you look at our 5 better moments brought to you by Emirates.
It is 7 straight seasons averaging 25 or more points and a lead scorer. Always been a great shooter. Here he's been known to make this mid-range shot. Very, very good at that one. probably the best in the league, but the passing, 25 points and 5 assists. It'll be the 5th career season for him to do that. And it's really important. He's not just doing it for himself. He's helping his teammates out.
Steph Curry, we saw the other night, first half, struggled, just 4 points, struggled to get shot attempts. He actually, at one point, had missed 13 straight going back to the game on Saturday against the Lakers, but caught fire in the second half. Will he do it again tonight with his team needing a victory? They're in a critical stretch here, 8 of 9 at home before they head out on the road for most of a 3-week span.
Yeah, 5 field goal attempts only, Curry, 1 of 5. And they're well aware of that. I'm sure that was mentioned to happen. They have to find a way to get him more looks.
The Suns had 20 assists in that first half. 8th time this year they've had 20 or more assists in a half. And they get assist number 21 in that great find by Dunn to Richards.
Key moments here for the Warriors. Down 13. Got to stay connected in this third quarter.
So Post starts the second half. He did not last game after making his first career start. He did hit a couple threes here tonight, along with 4 rebounds. Curry against Dunn, trying to shake the rookie. Step back long 2, around and down. Second basket for Curry.
Sometimes that's all it takes. That shot rolled in, went down. That's the shot you want him taking, actually, a long 2. So good defense by Ryan Dunn. But watch out now. Is that the shot that gets Curry started?
Last game, he passed Ray Allen for 27th on the all-time scoring list. He's about 300 points away from Patrick Ewing at number 26. Richards with back-to-back possessions ending in dunks. 8th assist for Devin Booker. No turnovers for Book. Curry, another mid-range shot. Back-to-back hits for Curry.
Yeah, he's having to work. So still pretty good defense, but watch out. Those shots now looking around that he's going to extend those long 2s to 3-pointers.
Pull-up 3, Booker. Good. Devin Booker with his 3rd 3-pointer and his 20th point. Now trying to defend Curry, who drives. Missed the scoop. Richards with the rebound, his 8th. He's averaging 10 boards in 7 games as a member of the Suns. Acquired 2 weeks ago after spending his first 4.5 years with Charlotte. 2nd-round pick out of Kentucky. Dunn driving. Can't get the floater. And Curry touched it last. It'll stay with the Suns.
Yeah, again, Curry here. This is the first one coming out here. Good defense by Ryan Dunn. Curry step back long 2. Again, that is exactly the shot you want him taking. But watch out if he figures out how to find a little more space. He's had a little trouble getting separation from the 3-point line.
Averaging 22 points per game this year, lowest scoring average since his rookie season. Booker with a turnover, his first of the game. Mike Budenholzer thought that should have been a foul called on Post for a push. Here's Buddy Hield. He had a great first half, led Golden State in scoring with 13 points, hit 3 3-pointers. Curry splits the double, gets in the paint, and throws it away.
Yeah, and that's Gary Payton. Not known for the 3-point shot. He decided to dive, and Curry shaking his head. He wanted Payton to stay in that corner.
Draymond Green had some words for the official, even though he's not suited up.
Well, he does that sometimes today. He's a vocal guy.
Missing his 7th straight game due to a left calf injury. They hope to get him back next week. Loose ball foul on Payton.
Not a lot. Well, Draymond's still upset, it looks like.
He's had another terrific season in terms of all the things that you expect from him. Rebounding, toughness, defense, assists. But he has not been available lately. Only 1 ejection this year, by the way. 8 technicals after a season a year ago riddled with suspensions, including one that happened against the Suns when he went at it with Nurkic and it ended up in that long suspension for Green. Jones saves it from going out of bounds. Golden State gets back up. Durant finds Dunn. Loose ball. Turnover. Over the shoulder catch by Curry. Blows by Booker. Gives it up. Wiggins. Can't get the tip either. Rebound Booker.
Good possession. Good push. Just couldn't finish there. And that's what the Warriors want to be doing. Ryan Dunn had tremendous effort here for the Suns, doing all the little things, saved the possession there. Finishes on that break. The Suns trying to pull away here, up 18, 8:30.
Okay. Maybe it's time we rethink things. The quiet, apologetic act is starting to feel a little outdated. We're not just part of the conversation anymore. We're driving. With more than 20 Canadian players in the league, it's not just game time, it's showtime. So let's step up, take our place, and show the NBA what it means to represent.
Rumor has it that our new New York-style pizza is Domino's best pizza yet. Made with our fresh dough that's stretched thin, cut into 6 foldable slices, and topped with delicious cheese that stretches from here to NYC. Get a large 3-topping New York-style pizza for just $14.99.
Installing flooring in your home is a job you want done correctly, so using the right underlayment is key. DMX One Step 2.0 is VOC-free and has one of the highest sound reduction ratings of all underlayments. DMX One Step 2.0. No mold, no cold.
What makes Special K Vanilla Almond so special? The 12 vitamins and minerals? What about the real almonds or that sweet vanilla flavor? Or do good things just come in threes? Special K. Special for a reason.
Well, you're in the big leagues now.
How was your vacation set?
Well,
I needed one.
With your 10% loyalty program discount, that's $300 for the night.
Not bad.
$220 for the night.
Hold up.
How? It's easy when you know where to look.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites, so you can save up to 35%.
Trivago's my secret tactic.
Hotel Trivago.
I am Francesco Mutti, and nobody loves tomatoes as much as I do.
So you can enjoy the freshness and taste of Mutti tomatoes. Mutti, one family.
As we welcome a new era, where will you hear the stories? Catch the highlights. Dive in the tapes. Where will you be when? Right here. Practice basketball. Nothing but sports. He's another matchup against McDavid and Draisaitl. Canada.
Welcome back to San Francisco. The Suns leading by 18. Another transition bucket here for the Suns. They have 15 fast break points. When I spoke to Steve Kerr coming out of the half, he said they're getting killed in transition. But the way to mitigate that is their offensive flow. He feels like they have no flow offensively. The passes aren't crisp enough, and they're not finding step within those passes as well. Also, guys, I have some news for you. I spoke to Draymond Green as well coming out of the half. When I spoke to Steve Kerr the other night on Wednesday, he told us that perhaps if Draymond doesn't have a setback, he could practice on Saturday and play next week. So I spoke to Draymond. He said he feels great. He worked out with the staff and with the team just today, and he's going to practice tomorrow. So barring a setback, he should be back next week, Dave.
And that's huge for the Warriors. As Curry misses the three, they play Orlando on February 3rd. That's their next game on Monday. And then they start a lengthy road trip in Utah on Wednesday, February 5th. So hopefully, certainly before the All-Star break, maybe as early as Monday or Wednesday, it looks like for Draymond. According to George, as Durant has it slipped through his hands out of bounds to Golden State. Boy, Durant, since the first quarter, has really not done much offensively.
Yeah, he's lost a couple. He's trying to find his rhythm. You're right, though. Has missed some ones he normally would make and then lost the handle now twice.
No basket since the first quarter. Nice up and under Wiggins. And the tip wouldn't go the second time. Finally, he gets it to drop.
Yeah, we saw this on Wednesday. The Warriors didn't have the energy, didn't have the life. About this point in the game, they turned it on and picked it up. Let's see if they have another one of those in them.
Booker gets deep and makes it home. Devin Booker with 22 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Keith Santos giving the Warriors some minutes here early in the third. Curry finds Santos. And a foul on the pass. First foul on Phoenix here in the quarter. That's on Dunn. That's his second. NBA All-Star 2025 is here in 2 weeks. Get tickets to see the NBA's biggest stars by heading to NBAevents.com or download the NBA Events app. Steph Curry going to his 11th All-Star game, named a starter for the 10th time. Kevin Durant, an All-Star starter. It's his 15th All-Star game. That's fourth most in NBA history. Wiggins foul, count the basket. A three-point chance for Wiggins, an All-Star himself back in 2022.
The good version of Wiggins we're seeing here, aggressive, attacking, shooting a good percentage from three. He's always had the talent, athleticism, just the aggressiveness that's been lacking sometimes. But here lately, again, picking up the slack, especially when Curry struggled to get anything going. Wiggins has been the guy the Warriors have gone to.
He's got 14 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. Bradley Beal checking in for Phoenix. Wiggins 1 of 2 at the line. Just a 5th foul shot for the Warriors, and they've made 3. Phoenix is 5 of 9. 15-point game. 5 minutes into the third quarter here in San Francisco. Important game for both teams, trying to avoid the play-in tournament and climb the standings. Richards got tripped that time by Looney. He's trying to say it's in the act of shooting. They're going to say side out of bounds. Second on Looney.
A lot of the Suns' offense here for the entirety of the game has been just beating the Warriors' perimeter defense off the dribble, breaking them down, dropping off to the bigs, getting three-point shots. Warriors have to do a better job keeping the Suns in front.
Phoenix plus 10 in the paint over Golden State. Beal has it knocked away, so no over and back. And a shot clock down to 4. Booker driving the middle of the lane, hangs it, finishes. What a gorgeous play by Booker. And then he gets a delay of game warning. He was out of bounds and deflected the basketball before it was inbound.
The point of attack resistance just hasn't been there. Looney, a little late, doesn't get in front. Better job of trying to close these lanes.
Curry, 6 points, 3 of 9, 0 for 3 from 3. Midway through the third quarter, Pajemski spinning into the paint. And an offensive foul called here on the Warriors on Pajemski for hooking. It's a second personal.
Scott Foster's an interesting. He's not changing his mind. I mean, he's been doing this so long. Pajemski looked over at him, and Scott just said, no, it's wrong.
And now he's explaining himself to some fans in the front row.
Yeah, he said, look, if you want to know, too, I've been doing this a lot longer than you think.
Booker takes the 3. Around and out. Wiggins comes away with it, looking to push. Curry in transition. 3-pointer. He's 0 for 4 from deep.
Right idea there, pushing tempo. That's the best way for this Warriors team to get back in the game.
Santos fouls Durant in transition, 3rd team foul.
Tyus Jones is not the biggest defender, but he has, in this game at least, he's got great discipline around Curry. He hasn't given him the freedom to get any of the spacing Curry's used to. It's just, you never can let up when you're guarding Steph Curry. You have to be attention to detail all the time. And Tyus Jones, meticulous player, great assist to turnover ratio, very smart player, great pass there. He isn't overwhelming with size. It's more intelligence on the defensive side.
That's his 5th assist. Richards with 12 points, 9 rebounds. Wiggins up top, 3 no good. And Richards with the board. So another double-double for Richards, right at his average as a member of the Suns. Yusuf Nurkic out of the rotation. And Richards has been a factor on both ends of the floor. But a turnover there. Pajemski gets the easy layup. Again, the Suns give up a basket in transition.
Sometimes those things seem like small. All they did was cut the lead to 17. But when you have a lead like this, you don't give up anything easy, especially the Warriors have struggled to get anything going offensively.
Durant, no good. Still without a field goal since the first quarter. He's 3 for 10. Curry's 3 for 10. Pajemski will pull up for 3. Not close. Richards snatches the rebound, his 11th. Durant fouled by Looney. Try to derail him off course. 3rd foul on Looney, 4th team foul. Grayson Allen's going to check back in here. Allen had a big first half for the Suns with 11 points, 3 3-pointers. He'll replace Tyus Jones, so we'll see Booker more at the point.
If the Warriors can get Curry, Tyus Jones done a tremendous job on Steph Curry thus far in this game.
Got mismatch down low. Nice pass by Durant. Finding Richards, who was calling for it.
Warriors on a little bit of a kind of a matchup zone there and lost track of Richards.
Wiggins got some airspace. A late contest from Booker, no good. Durant, Booker. Skip to Allen. Trailer 3 from Beal. Got it. The lead is 22 for Phoenix.
Everything going, high quality shots, pushing off misses, getting anything they want right now in this third quarter.
Beal with 12 points, one of 5 Suns in double figures already. And the 30th point off the bench for Phoenix. And Durant with a good defensive play gets the block. Looney comes away with a loose ball. Fouled by Durant. Scores anyway. 3-point opportunity.
Frustration there. Good job, Looney, sticking with it. Durant had a hard time getting it going offensively, even though his team's up 20. But Looney, again, good D by Durant early on Wiggins. Looney's been doing this his whole career. Kevin just a little late. Tried to grab him. Looney, 3-point play opportunity. This is the thing. Steve Kerr's still trying to figure out the center position. He's always trusted Looney. Draymond's going to come back. Maybe they say Monday. He plays a lot at the 5, but in post. Really got 4 centers. So if Draymond comes back, I imagine he might try him with post to have that shooter with him, and that'll be something the Warriors look at.
Missed the free throw, Looney did. Curry on the bench. It's an interesting time. If Phoenix expands the lead, playing 3 games in 4 days, do we see Curry again? He's stuck on 6 points. It's been a long time since he's been held under 10. But I think there's one more run, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the bonus now. We're going to go to the line. Schroeder playing aggressive defense. This is probably one where you look at stats and you ask him, how you feeling, really? Are you feeling good? He's probably going to say, I feel great. And again, these 20-point leads now, they're not what they used to be.
Sure, and now if it balloons to 30, maybe that changes things. Now, he did sit out the first of a back-to-back Tuesday, didn't play against the Jazz, as Booker's at the line, who now has 25 points. Our upcoming national TV schedule, ABC tomorrow night, the Knicks host the Lakers. New York playing terrific basketball, 5 straight wins for the Knicks. Just a game back of Boston for the 2 spot in the East. Boston and Cleveland on Tuesday, TNT. Cleveland's got the best record in the NBA right now at 39-9. Lakers and Clippers at the Intuit Dome in Game 2. 3.5 to go in the third. 21-point lead for Phoenix. Schroeder for 3. No good. Looney offensive rebound. Schroeder again. Misses again. But a third chance, and then Richards knocks Schroeder to the ground. His second. 14 foul.
Like Budenholzer's already halfway on the floor, which probably signifies a timeout, or maybe not. Is there a coach's box anymore?
Allegedly. Year 1 for Bud in Phoenix, 2-time coach of the year, Atlanta in 15, Milwaukee in 2019. Long-time assistant with San Antonio before getting that first opportunity with the Hawks. Won 60 games 1 year there. Won the championship with the Bucks. He's the 3rd head coach in 3 years, though, in Phoenix. Monty Williams helped lead them to the finals. He was let go going into last season. Frank Vogel hired. He lasted 1 year. Moody driving, missed the layup, but fouled by Plumlee.
Yeah, Coach Budenholzer's been really a guy that's made defense a staple, and it's been a frustrating year for the Suns in that respect. 23rd in the league. He knows that you can't stand on that. He built some teams in Milwaukee that had great defenses. And so he knows they have to improve there. The question is, can they do it? Or do they try to do it at the trade deadline, Dave? But thus far, it's been a struggle for them in many categories.
So when you look at their issues defensively, what stands out the most? Is it based on personnel and what they have available?
Well, at the center spot, they've kind of, hopefully they think they've found somebody in Richards. But thus far, it's just been hard. They've tried Nurkic. He's now been relegated to the bench. They've got Plumlee starting. Now they got Richards. Is that helping them? I think he's done a good job for them. But after that, it's really about the perimeter, really, to be honest. He mentioned Durant being such a good defender, and the numbers say when Durant's playing, they're a much better defensive team when he's on the floor. But they just struggled. Point of attack, perimeter D, haven't done a great job rebounding and finishing possessions either.
They are holding Golden State tonight, though, under 40% for the floor. Santos fouled. He'll shoot 2. When we come back, it's a 20-point lead for Durant and the Suns, despite Katie.
Less scroll, more vibes. However you slice. So, want fries with that?
Fries? Sure.
No, not fries.
Fries! There's a new game coming soon to McDonald's. Want fries with that? It all starts February 4th in the McDee's app.
Fresh Canadian beef isn't the only quality choice at Wendy's. Choose between quality, double quality, and even cheesy quality. The choice is yours.
Got those cases! You'll compete for cases in the excursions. Cases deal or no deal.
Deal or No Deal Island. Only Tuesdays, 9 Central on City TV.
Imagine a happy place, sunny, warm, at a budget. You should feel it right here in your wallet. Money comes in and money goes out. You can breathe. Let's figure this out together.
A loyal fan isn't made overnight. Some might have a lucky jersey, and others a favorite way to watch. But what they all have is enthusiasm, edge of your seat excitement, and unwavering optimism. Life's good.
So, want fries with that?
Fries? Sure.
No, not fries.
Fries! There's a new game coming soon to McDonald's. Want fries with that? It all starts February 4th in the McDee's app.
4 nations facing off. For what? For friends.
And foe.
For teammates. Current rivals. For the frozen palms of Sweden. And for the frozen palms. For still believing in Leonardo. Marty Kilnor. Marty Kilnor. The Maple Leafs. For the entire world to see. 4 nations facing off.
Canadian beef isn't the only quality choice at 80 Wendy's. Choose between quality, double quality, and even cheesy quality. The choice is yours.
Come on, Rover. Come on. Rover, I said go. Silly dog. Red Bull gives you...
Just to like the lead, the scoring hasn't been there. He's been having fun with the fans, though, tonight, including Gary Payton.
That's not a guy I would get into a verbal spat with. That guy right there. He's an expert.
Trying to relive something about I was higher on the roof, pointing to the roof. We thought at first maybe Katie was just pointing to the scoreboard. You know, obviously Gary's son plays for the Warriors. George, were you able to get anything out of Gary Payton?
So I approached the Hall of Famer Gary Payton, one of the greatest trash talkers of all time, and I said, GP, we saw that you were talking to Katie, and he started laughing. And then I said, what were you guys talking about? He's like, all I can tell you is we were talking junk. So that is the official statement from Gary Payton, just talking junk, Dave.
Okay. Look like junk.
Well, Kevin's been having fun with a lot of people here tonight. He's gotten into multiple conversations. Obviously back in the building where he didn't play because the Warriors weren't in this building yet, but obviously very familiar with all the fans. After playing 3 years with the Warriors, winning 2 championships, loose ball foul in Golden State, so it's going to stay here, and free throws for Phoenix.
Yeah, he loves to play. Now he's talking to somebody else. And he knows a lot of people here. I mean, there's a lot of people here that in the building that he's been around and played with, but we could ask him.
Was there a moment?
I could ask him, but I'm working right now. I could ask him what he was talking about. Was there
a moment that you remember that stands out, like one of your favorite moments of that time with Durant, whether it was a play in a game or something
honestly,
between the two of you guys?
People won't believe me. I probably talked to him more in 3 years than almost any of our players while I was here. I was with the Warriors 12, 13 years, and he was. We just talked all the time. We did for whatever reason. I think it was because it was new for him, and he was learning all the guys. And I just all the conversations. He just loves talking basketball. He talk about other teams. Just getting to know him. That was my favorite part. Just the person, because it's really hard to get to know these guys sometimes outside of the game, but getting to know him just as a guy was great.
Here's Durant, corner three, first field goal since the first quarter, and that pushes the lead back to 20.
And he was pretty good at basketball, too. Like, watching him play was fun, especially when he's on your team.
Bajemski looking to answer. He does. Golden State has missed 12 in a row, but then back-to-back possessions with 3 balls. Trying to stay within striking distance, 90 seconds to play in the third.
Key minute and a half here to see what can happen. Can the Warriors get this down to 12 potentially? Something in that range.
O'Neal, nice pass to Plumlee for the land. Schroeder has it ripped away by Beal. Oh, Schroeder comes back with the block. Good recovery on defense. Moody off balance, fall to the ground. 3-point chance for Moody.
Good defense by Schroeder after getting stripped. Created this opportunity. Moody sees the center on him. Plumlee doesn't really disguise that push too well. Moody gets a nice 3-point play opportunity. So look, now it's 17. Chance to cut it to 16. A couple more possessions. You go into the fourth down, 12, 13 points. That's anybody's game still.
Second foul on Plumlee. Moody with 12 points off the bench. Year 4 out of Arkansas, career high, 9 points per game. Career best 40% from 3. 9 points in just over a minute by Golden State, back within 16, under a minute to play.
One of the rare times with Booker and actually Durant is out there, but not handling. So they're letting Beal handle. Tyus Jones out. We'll see if he can orchestrate anything here for the Suns.
Extra pass by Allen to Durant in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Skip to O'Neal. Beal, timer at 1. Durant lets it fly. It's gone. Durant's hit 2 threes in a row.
That's what makes him so unique. No space on that shot, and he knocks it in easy.
16 points, 4 threes for Durant. Bajemski with a 3. By the way, Kevin Durant, 4 3-pointers made in 5 straight games. That's the longest stretch of his career. And there he is again. KD has hit 3 in a row, heating up at the end of the third.
Doesn't take long. These guys like Durant and Curry, they can do it in spurts. All of a sudden, 9 quick points for him.
And up to 19. He was stuck on 10 for the entire third quarter until that. 5 seconds remaining. Moody puts it on the deck. Push shot. Front rim, no. The tip, no good from Jackson Davis. And the quarter comes to an end.
Again, we were talking about Durant being a little bit quiet until he decides to get it going here. 3 3-pointers in the last minute.
What's next? The biggest stars. The highest flying, fast breaking, shot swatting, buzzer beating moments. Those can't miss matchups, you got it. Did you see that play? Got that too. Got that anywhere you are. Got the NBA covered. It's nothing but Sportsnet.
Fill your cart quickly with Clutch.
Did they say quickly? Hello?
Just saw it. You're the new spokesperson for Clutch.
You know I'm not. You're my agent.
100%. Bye-bye.
That's Clutch.
I'm so proud of you.
What is happening?
Yo, start quickly.
With Clutch.
Yo,
with Clutch.
Emmanuel,
Clutch.
quickly, everyone.
Thank you later.
Fresh Canadian beef isn't the only quality choice at Wendy's. Choose between quality,
travel quality, and even cheesy quality. The choice is yours.
Wednesdays, the heroes of Chicago Med, Fire, and PD Met are back. Chicago Wednesday, all new on City TV or stream it on City TV Plus.
I'm Malika Andrews. Let's take a look at our creative play brought to you by Adobe. Nuggets versus 76ers, the first quarter here. Nikola Jokic, a little over the shoulder, no look pass to Jamal Murray for the layup. What a dime from Jokic. Nuggets win 137-134. Back to the Bay after this.
I'm your Sunwing Financial Advisor, here to help you with your financial plans. You want more from your vacation, right? Focus on vacation and get all of this and more. Sunwing Vacations. Save more, do more.
Download the Saley eSIM app and get ready for your big vacation. Save big on roaming charges. Get 15% off with the code SALEYON for all Saley destinations. Saley, affordable mobile data for every journey.
Everyday value, every bite. Say hello to Tim Selects. Starting at only $2.99, try one or try our full lineup of warm, delicious options. Tim Selects, everyday value that's here to stay. Order
PetSmart. Subscribe and save so you have more time with your pets. Save 15% on your first order and 5% off future orders. Keep their bellies full or refresh their space with AutoShip.
Welcome back to NBA Friday, presented by State Farm. We're here with Andrew Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors. 19-point game. What's the most important factor to try to climb back into this one?
Carlo transition points. Doing a lot of stuff in transition. Just securing the ball, winning the 50-50 balls, rebounding and pushing the pace, getting stops.
In your last game, Steph obviously got loose in that fourth quarter. They've been an enormous amount of attention. How can you guys help get him open?
Play together, play the pace, make the right plays. Play for each other. That's the most important thing.
Andrew, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess back to you.
And Bob, you saw that graphic. 1 of 18 when trailing going into the fourth quarter.
Well, and you saw when they asked Curry about it. He was shocked the other day. And they gave him that stat, somebody in the media room, and he couldn't believe it. He said, wow, that's not great. But what it is, but
Here's Curry for three. The future Hall of Famer, Golden State within 16. Curry with 9 points. He has been held under 10 at one point this season. He has 2 in a game at Memphis, in a game that the Warriors lost by 51 back on December 19th.
sometimes it can be those little plays, those little mental lapses that get the other team back in.
Shot clock at 5 here for Phoenix. No Booker or no Durant, rather. Booker on the floor finds Beal, and Beal scores. So Beal with 14 off the bench. Booker with 9 assists to go with 25 points. Phoenix been much better in the fourth quarter this year compared to last year. They were the worst fourth quarter team. It was a historically bad year a year ago in the fourth quarter. Moody takes a three to back threes for the Warriors.
4 3-pointers. So Moody, 4 of 6. He's got 16, giving the Warriors a nice boost off the bench tonight.
Allen fouled on the drive. First foul on either team here in the fourth. Golden State's hit 5 straight 3-pointers.
So you get back in the game here, that guy leaving him wide open, and then Moody, it's his 4th one here again. But 15 points, 10 minutes. Different game these days. That's something you can overcome. But now when you're just Warriors 42% from the field, the Suns shooting 57%.
Nice pass by Allen to Plumlee for the jam.
There's been a lot of those defensive breakdowns. Just getting beat, not rotating.
It's a good look, too, by Booker. He leads the NBA in those hockey assists, the pass that leads to the assist. So He sees it well as Curry draws a foul and will go to the line for the first time tonight.
It's really just the speed, the quick decisions, right? Boom, right there, boom, and just that quickness. It's hard when a team is ping-ponging the ball around that hockey assist. There it is, secondary assist. We call it hockey secondary. It's a big thing. It just shows, it's a lot of times it's the pass before the pass that creates the advantage. Happened right there with Grayson Allen eventually getting it to Plumlee.
Booker, third team All-NBA a year ago, first team back in 2022. 22. Field driving, stops in the lane, goes up with the left hand and finishes. Over the left and draws a foul. 3-point opportunity for Steph.
He can easily rip off.
Retires. The angle cut off. Good find in the corner from Booker, but the shot by Jones hit the side of the backboard. Moody, fast break. Can't finish, but he will shoot two. 3 team fouls on the Suns. It would help Golden State if they get Phoenix in the penalty early in the third. Or in the fourth, rather. Jump into NBA 2K25 to redeem a Lunar New Year in My Team. Dave Pash, Bob Myers, George Sedano here in San Francisco. Important game for both teams, both hovering around 500 after hot starts. Phoenix currently in 8th place in the Western Conference standings. Golden State in 11th, but both teams within striking distance of 4th.
That's the West this year. It's clogged up, as they say. But that's a good thing if you're either of these two teams, because you look ahead and it's all reachable for you. You just got to go on a little run. This is what's fascinating, because there's so many teams in the West as the trade deadline approaches, Dave, that feel like they're not that far away, and they actually aren't. They're 4 or 5 games out of the loss column from being a home court playoff team. So when you see something like that, you say, wow, I mean, this is sitting there for us. We make one more move as Booker knocks down a big 3 from the right wing. And that's why you see a lot of buyers here in the Western Conference. And we're going to see what happens on Thursday.
What's the biggest challenge of trying to make a move when the clock is running? You've got great players on both teams like Curry and Durant in the latter stages of their careers, and there's pressure to make a move to make your team better.
Well, the challenge is to be realistic about what you think you're going to be. One, being honest about what you are. Don't get caught up in when you watch your team play, one great game, one awful game. It's somewhere in the middle. Your record at this point, both these teams have played 46 for the Warriors, or Phoenix 47 for the Warriors. It's a big sample size. You should have an idea of who you are and who you're not. So that's one part of it, being honest about who you are. And then the second part, Dave, is it's not you taking the time out, is what do you think the trade is going to do for you? I mean, realistically, you make a trade, and John Wood has a great quote, don't confuse activity for achievement. That's the best lesson of the trade deadline. I've heard that quote from another UCLA guy.
Two players hitting the ball out simultaneously.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by.
This program is brought to you by Gillette Labs, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. Gillette, the best your game can get.
There are some feelings you can get with any sports book. The no-no-nos. What you want to do with this? But the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of. That feels good. You only get that here at the Sportsbook Born in Vegas, where they know how to treat you right. Who you talking to, Jamie Foxx?
Download the BetMGM app. BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas.
Sell your car quickly with Clutch.
Did they say quickly? Hello?
Just saw it. You're the new spokesperson for Clutch.
You know I'm not. You're my agent.
100%. Bye-bye.
That's Clutch.
I'm so proud of you.
What is happening?
Yo, sell my car quickly.
With Clutch. With Clutch.
Emmanuel, quickly, everyone. Thank me later.
Scotty's.
Huh. You finally got the name right. Scotty's.
I saw a hypnotist. He gave me a sneeze trigger.
How's that going?
And whose idea was it to commit these heinous crimes?
It was Scotty's.
For all the money. Which two brothers invented the airplane?
Scotty's. Scotty's. Oops. Huh?
Sell your car quickly.
You're the new spokesperson for Clutch.
You know I'm not. You're my agent.
100%. Bye-bye.
That's Clutch.
I'm so proud of you.
What is happening?
Yo, sell my car quickly.
With Clutch. With Clutch.
Emmanuel, quickly, everyone. Thank me later.
To 33% on select Walmart brand products. She nods in approval and places the tuna in her cart. This lady loves her tuna. Questions the ominous voice above her. Oh.
Grizzly, Raptors, Wednesday.
Tomorrow night on ABC, our NBA Saturday primetime game, the Lakers and the Knicks from Madison Square Garden. NBA Countdown starts us off 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Ruling on the floor initially was off Grayson Allen, challenged by Mike Budenholzer. Successful challenge. Wiggins touched it last. Phoenix ball. Bud goes 2 for 2, but out of challenges. Now you only get a maximum of 2 as a head coach. Beal scores in transition. And he's up to 18 points to lead back to 22. Wiggins downhill. A third chance. Missed again, but a foul.
I like the effort by Wiggins, sticking with it. He's been good on the glass, 7 rebounds now, 6 assists. Not great percentage-wise, 6 of 19, but a lot of that's been around the rim. And mostly you like the fact that you always, when you're watching this team, you like it when Wiggins is aggressive. They're just a better team when he's doing that.
Well, you can help people affected by the California wildfires in 2025 by donating at redcross.org/ESPN. Help the Red Cross respond and help people recover. Wiggins knocks down the free throw. 113.93. We were talking before the break about, from a GM's perspective, the trade deadline. What about, Bob, in your experience, the players? Because there are several players in this game that may be on different teams. We have by next Thursday as O'Neal hits a three. Do players ask you before the deadline, hey, am I going to be here when they're rumored to be on the move or on the block?
Nah, they don't ask. Their agents will ask. They'll ask their agents. Their agents will ask you. There's the standings right there. I've been asked that, or I was asked that, and what I would answer with is, do you want to know the truth? Most people don't want to know the truth because it's the equivalent of anybody in any job saying, are you gonna trade me out of my job? You gonna fire me? And what if your boss said, maybe? I don't know. It's not a great thing to hear. So I always would say, guys, like, look, you're prepared for the answer, because the answer for 95% of players at the trade deadline is, yeah, I mean, it's possible. You know who's not possible is guys like Curry. He's not getting traded, but most of the players are on notice. And I'm not saying that it's not a huge adjustment for them, Dave, and it's not a big thing for their family. A lot of these players have kids in schools. They've been in their community for a while. They have roots. They have friends. So I don't say it lightly, but the truth is, it's always a possibility, because the job of a general manager, the job of anybody that works in the organization is to do what's right for the team. The job for the players is to play the best and hardest they can. Sometimes those things don't align perfectly, and you have to make changes.
We showed you those standings to just show you how tight things are in the Western Conference, really from 4 through 11. So you've got a lot of teams thinking about making a move that they hope will put them over the top. And you were talking about that as well, about the challenge of trying to find the right person to fit your team that helps you this year, but also doesn't mortgage your future.
Well, Phoenix has been in the news for weeks, right, about trying to make a deal. So there's no secret there. And then Steve Kerr, before the game tonight, said this is not the time to stand pat. So you've got two organizations basically saying that they're going to make a move, or they're at least going to try very hard to make a move. And the reason is look at the records. They're both sitting there going, this isn't what we thought. As Curry puts up a three, this isn't what we thought, and this isn't good enough. And for both of these teams, with mostly a mature team on both these sides of the ball here,
Booker now at 31, drills a three.
They're trying to find a way to get over that hump and just build some separation, get into the top four, and 5 days from now, we're going to find the answer.
This program is brought to you by Gillette Labs, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. Gillette, the best your game can get.
Welcome to the NHL Hockey Book. It's the place where real data of NHL action is transformed, literally, into animation. The NHL Hockeyverse matchup of the week, Capitals versus Canucks, tomorrow on Sportsnet.
So, want fries with that?
Snap.
Fries? Sure.
No, not fries.
Fries! There's a new game coming soon to McDonald's. Want fries with that? It all starts February 4th in the McDee's app.
Right now at Burger King, it's a BFD for only $5.69. It's a big flame grilled deal. Get a bacon cheeseburger or a delicious chicken junior. Plus a small fry and drink for only $5.69. It's a BFD.
Yeah. Dude, did you know BetMGM has responsible gambling tools so you don't get carried away?
I never get carried away. No, there were the bobbleheads. And the playoff beer.
Chili's ready!
Well, those tools could really help.
Don't forget about the backyard rink.
Yeah, these tools are pretty great.
BetM is committed to making gambling safe and fun with responsible gambling tools, so you don't get carried away.
January at Boston Pizza, every day is Pasta Tuesday. That means BP's famous pasta start at just $11.99 every single day. Create your own or go gourmet for just a few bucks more. It's Pasta Tuesday every day this month for takeout, delivery, or dine-in. Only at Boston Pizza.
It's one or very close doors. And sometimes the last thing before bed. It's loved by young and old. It's not just pasta. It's Sita pasta.
Well, Kevin Durant owned the first quarter. He had 9 points, hit a couple threes. He had a great third quarter, and in between, he had a trash-talking match with the legendary Peyton Durant. 5 3-pointers, 19 points for the game. He's hit 4 or more threes in 5 straight games. That's a career high and the best by a Phoenix Sun in almost 20 years. Raja Bell back in 2006.
He talks about it at the start. I mean, he's capable. He just doesn't, he's not like a volume three. He's not a guy that's going to shoot 10 threes a game. A lot of guys, and he could. He easily could. He just doesn't do it because he wants quality shots all the time.
The Suns bench has been outstanding in this game. Even though Booker's got 31 and 10 assists and 5 rebounds, the Suns bench with 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 16 assists. That has to be encouraging. And talking to Mike Budenholzer before the game, we asked him, he won 8 out of 11. Do you feel like you're set on your rotation? And obviously, he said right now, because things could change in terms of who might come in or leave for the deadline. But he does feel good about the guys right now that are playing.
He likes Richards. I think he likes he's got his center. Richards, by the way, 14 points, 15 rebounds. Solid performance, 6 of 8. Beal had a good game. He's been under a lot of scrutiny. 8 of 10 from the field, 18 points. So he got a good overall performance. There's Beal again. I mean, this is the Beal they hope for. I mean, 21 now. And
just 2 shots.
2 shots. Pretty good. Realistically, it's the defense, though. Of the Phoenix Suns, that's been the issue. But tonight, the Warriors shoot about 38% from the field. And that's a great defensive effort. And he's going to sub in. Budenholzer's going to clear his bench.
Bradley Beal now with 21, 9 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 3 from 3, as the Suns are rolling here in San Francisco.
Like everything's clicking, like you're way ahead of where you thought you'd be, and you feel great, and you look amazing, and it feels like every decision I've made is absolutely correct. And that's always when.
Looking good, buddy. Don't give up.
Thanks, Marty. You see, Marty is exactly why I got off social. You gotta run your own race, right?
I love your building. Is anything for sale?
Oh, shut the front door. My son is in real estate. Andy DJs. And how are you fixed for supplements? He does it all. Remember.
Michelob Ultra, 90 calories, 3 grams of carbs. A superior light beer for watching the NBA.
Well, if Bradley Beal is a Phoenix Sun after next Thursday, and this is the kind of game they get from Bradley Beal, along with the other All-Star, Kevin Durant, and a 4-time All-Star, Devin Booker, maybe the Suns can get to that place they thought they'd be able to achieve when they made the move.
Well, there's 2 guys in the NBA right now that don't have to worry about the trade deadline, and one of them is Bradley Beal, and the other one's LeBron James, because they control where they go. They can sleep easy at night, and Bradley Beal has been put through the ringer from the rumor department, but he knows he's not going to wake up and get told he got traded. He's going to have to be asked, would you be okay with whatever it is? So thus far he says, no, I'm not doing anything.
Bol knocks down the jumper. You got Bol, Damian Lee, former Warrior, who won a championship with the team in 2022, along with Monte Morris, and Oso Iguodala, a rookie from Marquette, on the floor. Steph Curry's night is over. Lindy Waters checking in for the Warriors. Here's Post, who started the game driving and finishing, plus a foul. Gillespie will check in for Ryan Dunn. So the bench officially emptied for Phoenix. The Suns will go to 25-22. Actually be ahead of Dallas in the loss column. So they're in 8th right now in the West, as Gold State will drop to 24-24. A game out of the play, and they're in 11th.
You know what's interesting is it's human nature to overweight how you're playing heading into the deadline. You know, so if you're looking at your team, whatever that team is, and you want to get a sense of how aggressive or not they might be, it's the last few games. If they're on a little bit of a roll, as crazy as it sounds, you know, you win 3 in a row, however many in a row, it does affect, oh boy, it does affect what your desperation level is. And conversely, if you're having a couple rough games before, you kind of do ratchet it up and say, we got to do something. This isn't going to work.
Both these teams have been linked, along with others, to Jimmy Butler. As a talent evaluator, when you look at the pros and the cons of Butler, the player, what's happened in Miami, the contract, the age, where do you land in terms of how he can help one of these teams or another team?
Well, he's shown, no secret, he's not going to be happy unless he feels like he's getting financially appreciated. And that's fine. He's allowed to do that. That's the big reason. It's not like he woke up and didn't like the Heat or living in Miami. He woke up and said, you haven't agreed to pay me. I don't get the sense you will. And so I'm going to find a way to get out of here. So unless you are willing to commit to that's where it starts. Because I don't think you trade for Jimmy Butler and don't extend him or have plans to rent him, because he controls the ability to opt into $52 million. So part one is we're long on him. We're gonna get him. I do believe he is a competitive player. He's a very good player. You have to have the right ecosystem to bring him into, the right fabric. I call him an alpha's alpha. So he's a dominant player. He's a dominant force. That's what's made him great for most of his career. So you have to be able to absorb that. Certain teams can do it. Certain teams can't. But I do believe wherever he ends up, conversations will be had, and he's going to show up with a fresh perspective, and he's going to help somebody. He's just a very good player. There's no way around it. They talk about him for a reason, because he's a talented basketball player.
And we've seen what he does in the playoffs. It's so rare to see a guy's career numbers skyrocket in the playoffs, and led Miami to 2 NBA finals in a 4-year span as Podziemski drills a 3.
Small thing, but Podziemski's 3-ball looks a lot better for the Warriors, and he's going to be a big part of whatever they do the rest of the season. So for him to get going is important. But yes, I think you're right. Jimmy has shown he's a winning basketball player. That's why, again, I mean, there's a lot of teams that I'm sure many teams have called the Heat and expressed interest because of how good Jimmy is as a basketball player.
Those misses the 3 out of bounds to Phoenix. 31 for Booker to go with 11 assists to lead the way for the Suns. 21 for Beal, 19 for Durant. Steph Curry held to 14, and most of those came in a stretch early in the fourth quarter. Golden State got within 15, but Phoenix shut the door quickly. The Suns, by the way, 41 assists in this game. That's the most they've had in a game since December of 2007.
Wow, and that was some of their high octane league teams there. But it really was a complete effort. And the Suns' issue, Dave, hasn't ever really been the offense. They played good defense this evening. Again, with Podziemski, good, like I said, good sign for the Warriors to see this shot look a lot better. And you can see the confidence he has in shooting it now 4 of 7 on the night. But yeah, I mean, this is the Suns. You see this, you say, what's the issue, right? This is, and the Warriors at home has been a good team, but this Suns complete effort and 26-point lead, minute to go.
Suns started 8-1, then Durant got hurt. They have just 16 wins since. This will be the 17th, and will be just their 6th against a team with a winning record. They're scheduled the rest of the way. Now, they have Portland the next 2 nights, but after that, they've got the toughest remaining schedule Plus, WNBA free agency officially underway. All that and more. SportsCenter Stan and Linda coming up next right here at ESPN and the ESPN app. Reports on both the Eagles and Chiefs with the Super Bowl just over a week away.
Don't forget, this Suns team was coming in 23-13 with Durant played, and 1-9 when he did. So now they're going to go to 24-13 when Kevin Durant plays. That would put you probably in the top 3 or 4 of the West. I mean, if you game that out a little bit, yeah. And that's how important he's been for this team. But he's older and he's going to miss some games. They get a healthy Durant in the back half. That could be the difference between somewhere between 4 and 6 in the West.
And he had some great stretches tonight, but he's not the biggest reason why they won this game. They got great contributions from their bench. Beal was outstanding. Booker had the big night. And again, Durant had moments of brilliance. We saw 2 great stretches. We also saw 2.5 quarters where he didn't get a field goal. They didn't need the firepower that we usually see from him in this win tonight. They still put up 130.
Yeah, it's rare that they haven't needed it. But tonight, almost wire to wire, they took control of this game and going to get the victory.
Phoenix 130, Golden State 105, 56 bench points for the Suns, who improved to 25 and 22. Golden State back to 500, 24 and 24. They were trying to get a 3-game win streak for the first time since November, but they couldn't pull it off. There's Draymond Green and Kevin Durant, former teammates, sharing a moment there. Draymond, as George Sedano reported earlier, hoping to come back here in the next few days. The Warriors certainly miss him. Devin Booker with 31, 11 assists, 5 rebounds. Lead all scorers and all assist men in this game. Wiggins and Moody at 17 apiece for the Warriors. The Suns will head to Portland to play the Blazers tomorrow night and on Monday. Devin Booker standing by with George.
Dave Book, 31 and 11 and 5 for you. You guys won almost wire to wire. You won 9 out of your last 12. The West is all bunched up. How does this potentially galvanize you guys kind of here moving forward?
I think it's an important time of year. Always right before the break, you want to, set yourself up to be in a better position coming out of the break. So, we have a 4-game road trip. This is the first one. And, it's good momentum going into the next one.
We saw you talking both now and pregame with your Olympic teammate, Steph Curry. What were those conversations like?
It's just all respect and love there. So nothing basketball related, just checking in on the family. We developed that relationship over a long summer, so, I have a lot of respect for that man.
All right, I got a tough question for you here. KD and GP, Gary Payton, the original. We're doing some trash talking over there in-game. Who do you think is the better trash talker between those two? The Hall of Famer GP or the future Hall of Famer KD?
I done spent more time around KD, so, I done heard his slick comments. He's petty with it.
All right, Book, congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys, back to you.
George, Devin Booker was not voted or chosen by the coaches as an all-star, but he's still one of the best players in the NBA, and we saw that tonight. 31 points, 11 assists, just 2 turnovers, and a Phoenix 130-105 win over Golden State. For Bob Myers, George Sedano, Dave Passing, so long from San Francisco. NBA highlights, Super Bowl preview, WNBA news as well coming up with Stan and Linda SportsCenter next after a Suns big win in San Francisco.